I'm going to be joined now by Tyler Robson. He's the CEO of Valens Grow, and he's going to give us his take on what is happening. Valens Grow, if you haven't checked it out, symbol is VGW on the CSE. Valens Grow is in the business of extracts and concentrates, and Tyler is probably one of the most knowledgeable people in the universe, and at some point he will appear on this screen. There he is. Tyler, how's it going?
Made it.
Awesome, man. Good to see you. How have you been?
Really good. How are you? Really good.
Fantastic. So let's cut straight to it. What do you think is going to happen with this vote today, Bill C-45 in the Senate?
I think it's going to go through. I think the day's finally come where they figured it out, and I think it's going to pass.
Yeah, you bet. Okay, I find it surprising that some of the mainstream media is actually still sort of suggesting that it's uncertain or that there's still a chance that it won't go through.
It is the federal government, so you do never know what they're going to do. But the fact that they've come as far as they have, everything's starting to happen. The provinces are starting to announce private retail. Manitoba has done it. Saskatchewan has now done it. So I think everything is going in the right direction, and I think today will be the day for it to pass the Senate.
Right. Okay, and what does that mean for Valens Grow? Is that going to really change it up for you? Are you suddenly going to find yourself in short supply of your wonderful products?
I think we are, yeah. Depending, too, with Section 159 of the Cannabis Act, it merges licensed dealers to licensed producers. So we're not exactly sure where the dust will settle after today. But we're super excited, and I know the whole industry is going to face a shortage, which does include us for sure. And then it really will open products, because edibles and concentrates are actually hardwired in to legalization, which not a lot of people know. So it really sets the stage for what's coming in the sector altogether.
Right. Okay. So then, do you have a line of recreational branded products ready to go at this point?
We do. We haven't announced it yet, but we do have stuff in the works that are getting ready to go. Again, we're working through the Health Canada requirements of branding and packaging. So we're being very careful, especially too with the clothing requirement that they came out with, where cannabis companies can't be on clothing, depending on the amendment today. So we didn't want to jump the gun like a few of these other companies and really set ourselves up for failure. So we've held our cards very close to our chest at the end of the day, and we're excited to finally let them out there for sure.
Yeah, you bet. Okay, so you know, we're looking at your stock chart here, and there's been a bit of a sell-off in some of the companies that haven't really participated, though you're up 2.5% today. Do you think that investors are going to start to flood into the market with even more enthusiasm now that legalization has finally arrived?
I do, yeah. I think a few investors have really been holding off because they were unsure of the legalities of the cannabis sector. So I think this vote in the Senate really brings a whole new wave of people really getting into the sector. I truly believe the banks are really going to start getting involved in a big way. I know there's a few that have been doing it, like BMO, but I think it's now the beginning of a new tidal wave.
Yeah, you bet. All right. So, is there anything that you're going to do differently now that the legalization has happened for recreational users?
Yeah, stop wasting our time. To be honest, now that we actually have a clear path on where we need to go and how we need to get there, I think we'll really be able to fine tune our company's overall vision and actually start doing things properly. Health Canada has left so many things up in the air, what's allowed, what's not allowed, and even timing. So I really think we're going to hit the ground running as soon as this vote hits.
Yeah, you bet. All right, then do you think that there's going to be an increase in the amount of licensees from Health Canada now that there's legalization? Do you think there'll be a flood of new licenses, or do you think that it's going to continue more or less at the same pace?
To be honest, I'm under the impression it's going to slow down. Health Canada has really removed a lot of resources from the licensing issue to get ready for the Cannabis Act. So I think they're really going to service the license that are already existing before they start issuing a whole bunch more, essentially. So I really think they might slow down. If not, they'll definitely stay the same speed. I really don't think it's just because it's past Senate.
Right. Let's talk a bit about the news release you put out today that you had some additions to the to your board, or rather to your management team. Who are these people and why are they important?
I can't say enough about them. To be honest, I'm ecstatic that they joined our company. Chantel, for example, She has a ton of pharmaceutical experience. She worked for I won't say the company, but a very big company that ended up getting purchased for Shoppers Drug Mart. So she has a lot of contacts in the pharmaceutical world. So even just helping with our distribution plans and really making sure our medical products stay medical moving forward, she's going to be tremendous. As well as our CFO, Chris, delighted to have him. He's going to be very good. He's a numbers guy. I think all accountants or CFOs are a little bit different in their own way or shape, I guess. But tremendous amount of experience, public entity experience. So I think he'll be great and he'll be a good fit for our team.
Right. Okay. What about so all these people are sort of fleshing out the the grander vision, if you will. And what is the grand vision? What is the big picture for Valens Grow? Why, as an investor, should I buy the company now?
Because we know what we're doing. To be honest, I think there's a lot of noise in this sector, fluff we'll call it, where I think we're fundamentally sound. And to be honest, we're just excited to prove ourselves. The analogy I was taught at a young age, golfer. I've been golfing for 5, 6, 7 years, but I don't consider myself a pro just because I've been doing it. And I think that's what we're using for the cannabis sector. So sure, some of these people are coming in that have been in this sector for a year, 2, 3 yet, but they're not truly a pro. So I think we have a fundamentally sound team that will be very, very successful moving forward. And even just bringing in core values of what we are as a company, and then spreading that nationally with our expansion plans in the near future.
Right, right. Do you have any ambitions towards an international strategy?
Absolutely. That's why we have the dealer's license. Yeah, to be honest, we're set up perfectly for international distribution. A big thing, too, is why we went after the dealer's license was for the exact example of exporting. I think that's where the future of this entire industry lays. So if you look at any international market right now, it always starts with medical, and then it will move to a recreational. So we're a very medicinal-based company, and we're going to continue down that road to open up more distribution platforms internationally. And obviously, the big goal is to end up in the European Union. They have a 350 million consumer base, so all of our attention is heading straight to that.
Yeah, you bet, you bet. All right, that's great, Tyler. We're going to leave it there for now. We'll come back to you in due course. Of course, thank you very much for your participation as usual.
Perfect. Sorry I'm late, guys. Thanks for everything.